It began like every other royal story. A palace, a princess, a crown waiting for its rightful heir. But then, something unexpected. After 1,760 days of love, of silence, of whispers hidden behind palace walls, the truth could no longer be denied. Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark have stepped into history. Their wedding day has arrived. And with it, a chapter so monumental that Europe's monarchies may never be the same again. For years, the world wondered. Could two young royals, born into duty, truly choose love? Could tradition bow before the heart's desire? Many doubted. Many questioned. Yet today, under the bright Spanish sky, the answer is here, written not in ink, but in vows that will echo across generations. This is not just a royal wedding. It is the culmination of a love story tested by distance, family, and destiny. It is a story of 1,760 days, days filled with secret glances, long separations, and the quiet strength of two hearts refusing to let go. Picture it now. The streets of Madrid overflowing with flags, chants, and tears. Bells ringing from cathedrals as horse-drawn carriages glide past centuries-old stone facades. Foreign dignitaries, kings, and queens from across Europe gather under one roof, while millions watch from their homes, their eyes locked on one young couple whose love has become the heartbeat of a continent. But behind the celebration lies tension. A question whispered by those within the palace walls: will this marriage unite Spain and Denmark, or will it place unbearable strain on the crowns they are destined to inherit? Leonor, the future Queen of Spain, carries the weight of her nation's expectations. Christian, heir to Denmark's throne, bears the legacy of a dynasty defined by resilience. Together, they must navigate not only marriage, but monarchy. And yet, on this day, none of that matters. For in the eyes of Leonor and Christian, there is no crown, no duty, no throne. There is only love. The ceremony begins with a silence so profound it seems to suspend time itself. Leonor enters, radiant in a gown embroidered with Spanish lace, its delicate details telling the story of her nation's artistry and devotion. Every step she takes is heavy with symbolism, each echo on the marble floor carrying her closer to both her future and her destiny. Christian waits, his expression one of awe, his eyes never leaving hers. When their hands finally meet, the church breathes again. But what vows will they speak? What promises can bind not just two souls, but two kingdoms? Their words are simple, human, unadorned by politics. To love, to cherish, to honor, to walk together through seasons of triumph and storms of doubt. In that moment, they are not heirs. They are not monarchs. They are simply Leonor and Christian, two people daring to choose love in a world that demanded everything else from them. The applause erupts like thunder. Crowds outside weep openly, waving banners and portraits. Across Spain, balconies are draped in red and gold, while in Denmark, church bells toll in harmony. It is more than a wedding, it is a union of nations, a declaration that love can transcend centuries of protocol. But as the celebrations soar, another question rises. What comes next? Can their marriage withstand the pressures of two thrones waiting in the distance? Will their love grow stronger under the crown, or crack beneath it? The answer, perhaps, lies in the history of royal unions. Some have ended in triumph, binding nations together for centuries. Others collapsed under the crushing weight of expectation. Leonor and Christian know this. And yet, they choose each other anyway. The reception glitters with magnificence. A banquet hall filled with chandeliers and silver, the tables adorned with flowers from every corner of Spain and Denmark. Speeches echo, some tender, some cautious. King Felipe speaks of duty and love. Queen Letizia speaks of courage and sacrifice. Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, tears in her eyes, calls Leonor not just a bride, but a daughter. The blending of families is not just ceremonial, it is deeply, undeniably real. As the evening wears on, the couple steals away for a moment alone, away from cameras and courtiers. It is here, away from the pomp, that the true story unfolds. They whisper, they laugh, they breathe. For them, the wedding is not about crowns or countries. It is about the promise they made in secret long before the world ever knew, the promise to wait, to endure, to love across 1,760 days of uncertainty. Tonight, they dance as husband and wife. Tomorrow, they face the trials of monarchy. But today, in this moment, they are free. And so, we are left with a story still unfolding. A love both fragile and fierce. A marriage that could reshape the very fabric of Europe's royal landscape. For now, we celebrate. For now, we believe. Because after 1,760 days of love, Princess Leonor and Prince Christian have given the world not just a wedding, but a reminder that even in palaces built on power, it is love that writes history's most enduring chapters.